Hello and welcome, and hello. Anthurium Papa back with you. Yes, Anthurium Papa. Papa to the Anthuriums. No, I did not create all the Anthuriums, but I will teach you fun ways to care for them. So, guys, I'm back. What are we doing this time? What are we back here for? We are back here for a little bit of pest control. Yeah, I get asked pest control a lot. That's a lot of people's fears. They're freaking out. They're worried. Oh man, I've got bugs on my plants and they're munching on them. What do I need to do, Papa? Well, I got you. I've got the game plan. While it may seem like a lot, it's not. It's not. So let's talk about a couple options that you can go with when it comes to pest control. You can go the chemical route, whether that be natural or, not natural chemicals, or we go the route of the live pest defenders, your bugs to fight bugs. So we'll talk about both. We'll cover both, when and where to use them, when they stop being beneficial, things like that. So what I'll start with is the live defenders, the live bugs, the guys that you put in, you send your team in and you hope that they play for you. I love them. They're awesome. They have limiting factors though. Your one big limiting factor is size of your collection. So once you go into the 100 plus, 200 plus collection, you start running into an issue of, man, I have to put a satchel on darn near every single one of these mamas just to make sure she's protected. So the cost benefit kind of starts tilting towards not so beneficial, and a full-on chemical treatment becomes an even better option. So in that respect, yeah, if you've got a Millsbow cabinet, you've got a smaller cabinet, perfect. You've got a smaller tent, perfect. Bigger tents, we're pushing into the 10 by 10 range. Now you're talking a big collection. Now you're gonna have satchels, or maybe multiple satchels, depending on the size of the mother, that you're gonna have to keep on there. So eventually, like I said, there is this tilting point that we need to start thinking about, man, is this costing too much to keep these bugs away? Is there a better way to do this? And that's when we come into the chemical route. So for the chemical route, I tend to lean towards the more natural alternatives. I do have pretty much a level to the pest control that I use. So my thought process behind my chemical soup, if you will, my witch's brew, is making sure that these bugs, these thrips, these flat mites, these spider mites are kept guessing. We want to make sure that they never know what's going to hit them. Every single treatment's going to be different. If we were to make the mistake of treating them with one treatment every single time, only that one, you're going to run into some issues. Those bugs are going to build a resiliency to your mix, and well, you're gonna notice that bugs keep coming back, and even more strongly. So I would suggest mixing it up. So like I said, there's levels to it. What's level number one? What's my least invasive, least destructive? Well, that is a combination of Castile soap, peppermint, and alcohol. I try to do a 70-90%. Doesn't really matter as long as you're getting alcohol in there. This is my first line of defense. This is what I'll probably, even if I don't see them, I'll do maybe a once a month, maybe every other month wash with this mixture. Very light. We're talking a half teaspoon of the Dr. Bronner's and then a half teaspoon of the alcohol into what I use just as my general treatment. So this is a 27-ounce spray bottle. This is what I'm putting my single teaspoons, half teaspoons of each, depending on how much I'm making. But this is only, what does it say here? A 28 ounce. I'm only filling up to about 10 ounces. So it's that very lowest amount of water. So it's the soap, the alcohol, and the water in here at 20 ounces. Very little. This is for a smaller area. You sit there and you adjust it from there based on the area that you're trying to cover. This is my main sprayer. This is what I'm gonna mix everything into. So what's layer number two? What's defense number two? So what I do there is an awesome product called 3-in-1 Earth's Ally. I really like this one. Active ingredients: thyme oil, rosemary oil, clove oil, peppermint oil. So you see we're still on the natural side. We're still trying to combat these guys on the natural side. So again, I will mix this in about a teaspoon, half a teaspoon, depending on how many plants I'm trying to cover. And I will even add a half a teaspoon of alcohol with this, just to make sure it's even more effective. Cool. So that is second layer of defense. Now from here, we're going to be just creating random mixtures. So I'm just gonna be talking about individual products at this point. So the next layer that I like to use is this Pure Crop 1. I need to get this added to my Amazon links. If you follow me on Instagram, Anthurium Papa, you will see all my links right under my bio, and it has everything that I use in there, including all these products. So if you're interested, they are there. So Pure Crop 1, soybean oil, corn oil. Again, natural derived ingredients that work. Again, half teaspoon, full teaspoon will take care of you in that mix. Mix it with alcohol, mix it with the other additives that I'm showing you, and you will find success. Next, what I like to use is a product from Captain Jack's. I really like Captain Jack's line. This one in particular is a tomato and vegetable treatment. Active ingredients are sulfur and pyrethrins. Both of those are awesome. That is an awesome active ingredients. You are welcome to buy these individual. Buy active ingredient pyrethrins, buy active ingredient sulfur. I just like this. It's already mixed in. It takes a lot of the guesswork out. I buy an all-in-one product and I call it a day. This one I will just tip out into my larger spray bottle and again, mix with water, mix with other products to keep that witch's brew fresh. Next, this one is a Splivin. It is a spinicide. This is an awesome preventative, an awesome treatment for spider mites, flat mites, and thrips. This is an active ingredient in dead bug brew, which is again a Captain Jack. I like this because it is the active ingredient. I just went straight to the active ingredient. I can add different levels of this into my sprayer as well and prove to be successful. Next, this is one that I suggest to be very careful with. Any kind of oils, any kind of horticultural oils, be very careful with. So this is Neem Max, again from Captain's Jack. This one, I would stay away from your emergents. I would stay away from your fresh soft leaves. Only treat the top of your soil, treat the bases of your leaves, treat the hardened off leaves, and then you'll be good to go. There is one more product that I would like to cover. This one is systemic granules from Bonide. This one is not going to be available in every state. California, I know for sure you cannot get this in California. This is one that you need to be careful with, mostly for pollinators, your outdoor pollinators, butterflies, bees. This will be very toxic to them and toxic to their environment. So we want to keep this, when we're using it, to the inside. Keep it to your tents, keep it inside your Millsbo cabinets, but this you simply apply every 3 to 4 months on top of your soil and water through. Simple as that. That keeps any kind of soil eggs from spider mites from sticking around. So this is a good one if you can get it within your state. So once we are done, we've made our witch's brew, what have you, what mix it is, doesn't really matter. We're just keeping it fresh. Once we're done with that, we're going to make sure to turn off the lights. All the lights, they're gonna get a nice nap for that day. I would turn the lights off completely until I see them start to dry. Once I see them start to dry, I go to my emergents and I go ahead and rinse those off. Again, we don't want any of the oils on the emergents, but again, I wanna go back and make sure that I don't make any damage on my emergents. So I'm doing this within typically 2 to 3 minutes after applying, and this is only the emergents that we need to worry about. Hardened off leaves, hard leaves, soil, we don't need to worry about running anything more water through that. So just your nice clean water, rinse off your new emergent soft leaves, and you'll be good to go. That is going to ensure that you are not gonna see damage on those new leaves. After that, we're looking for full drying. We wanna see every single leaf dry completely before we turn the lights back on. If you follow these steps, trust and believe, if you follow these steps, you will not be afraid of pests. All right, guys, so that's it. Simple as that. Have confidence in your pest control regimen. If you have any questions about my regimen, how to use it, you know, overall amounts, when to use it, how to use it, where to use it, I got you. Just reach out to me. Anthurium Papa on Instagram, you already know. Anthurium Papa on the World Wide Web. You can find t-shirts such as this. Well, you only find a 2XL and a 3XL in these anymore. They went so fast, thank you guys so much. But I do have a solid olive green, absolutely gorgeous t-shirt available still. And I have an awesome hoodie still available. So anthuriumpapa.com, get yours while they are still available. There's also stickers, all that fun stuff. Everything that you would want from Anthurium Papa. So guys, hang out, tune in, subscribe, look out for more. I'm gonna try to stay as active as I can bi-weekly initially. Then once I get in the groove, hopefully we'll get into the weekly groove. What do you guys think about that? So get into the comments. Let me know what you wanna see. What's the next thing you wanna see? What's gonna get you stoked? What do you need to know about your anthuriums? What has been tickling your brain about your anthurium? Cool. So reach out, holler at your boy, engage, comment, reach out to me on Instagram if you need me. I'm here for you. I'm not a gatekeeper. I'm always happy to share their information. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. Keep growing forward. Thank you so much.